So just step.
Hey yo, peace and blessings, fam. Peace and blessings. It's your kinfolk DMR, Damien, Lowndes Avenue, Lou, whatever you might know me by. Skull Flint. I got niggas in here that know me by Skull Flint right now. You know what I'm saying? I wear a lot of hats, man. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on when you met me. That's what you might know me by. But nevertheless, man, welcome to another installment of Back to the Lab Live, where we celebrate classic hip hop albums, legendary MCs, DJs, producers, etc., in the cashmere sweater. I'm your host, DMR, man. Like I said, this podcast is all about celebrating legends, man. Legends, you know what I'm saying? Some of the people that don't usually get they just due and get their flowers, you know what I'm saying? We here to do that today on Back to the Lab. So without further ado, man, listen, I have a legend with two legends sitting here, man, to my left. You know, when you're talking about the foundation of Houston hip hop, you know what I'm saying? This man was putting it down brick by brick early before we even knew that H-Town had a culture, you know what I'm saying? So from the original, the OG Ghetto Boys, you know what I'm saying, back to the lab techs, I want y'all to welcome Sire Boxx and OG D-Town, you know what I'm saying? Give them a round of applause, y'all, if y'all don't mind, man. You know what I'm saying? Say
Sire Jukebox.
Sire Boxx, man. Sire, and with two X's too.
Yeah, don't panic.
With two X's.
It's the return of the gigantic.
I love this, man. So let me start this show off, man, with a question that I ask everybody. Okay. That's a guest on the show. Okay. If you can go back to the lab and witness the making of any album, just sitting there like a fly on the wall and watch the whole thing get put together, what album would that be? Any album of your choice.
Kanye West, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Wow, that's my first time ever hearing that right there. We did that at Press Players. That was the third one. Nice. Before you got on with us. Okay. And the 3-year anniversary had rolled around. Yeah. No doubt. No, the OG D-Town. What you got, man? That is fire. Can I get much higher?
Can we get much higher?
If you can go back and witness the making of any album, just sitting there like a fly on the wall, they invited you as a guest to watch the whole thing get made, what album would that be?
I think Michael Jackson, Off the Wall.
Off the Wall, huh? PYT? Okay then. Ooh, yeah, man. Salute.
Like you got a leather jacket at home in the closet.
Oh yeah, you got a beaded jacket? You got a beaded jacket?
A real one.
I had that black joint, man.
Yeah.
So I got mine from Trey Hands down there on Lowndes Avenue. Yeah. They used to have them bootleg jackets.
Can't play too hard to your bus.
Hey man, stop me. You know, can't do
you know what I'm saying, man? Hey man, it's a pleasure to have y'all here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, this platform is all about giving legends their flowers, man, and having that convo, man, and you know, and telling them stories and everything. So before we get into that, man, I got a few things I got to run through real quick. Make sure y'all following us on all social media platforms, man. We everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, YouTube. We there, you know what I'm saying? Back to number 2, the lab, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to our sponsors, man. Lonesome Frog Records over on 1900 Blaylock Road, Sweet E. Shout out to Curators of Dopeness, Daisies and Pancakes right over here in the heart of 3rd Ward, man. Shout out to Stephen St. Martin, attorney at law, 832-423-6056. If you ever get caught in the mix, that's my lawyer partner. You know, I always tell everybody he might not be able to free you like OJ, but shit, he might just take a little pain off your shoulders a little bit, man. You know, when they was offering you 10, he probably could get you 6. I don't know. I ain't saying go do some shit just because I got a lawyer plug. I'm just saying, I got your boy though. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. So and definitely don't want to forget, man, the Back to the Lab show on Bangin' 832 Radio Fridays from 7 to 9. I get to go down through that, man. So it's like it go hand in hand. So the music that we talk about on Mondays, we play that shit on Fridays on the radio show. So it's kind of like you watch the podcast, you listen to the radio show, and if you miss the podcast but you hear the radio show, then you go back and watch the podcast. It's cross promotion all the way down the line, man. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure we ran through that so we can get straight to this business, man. What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing, man?
Happy to be here.
Welcome to the lab. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing, man. Yeah, it's a blessing, man. I wouldn't have it no other way, man, because As a Fifth Ward baby, man,
Mhm.
you know, growing up out there, man, it seemed like we always got the posters, the singles, man, the maxi singles, the t-shirts, all that stuff, man. So it was kind of like the street team kind of took care of us, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure the same thing out here in Detroit,
Right.
you know, but like I've looked up to the Ghetto Boys, man, ever since the first time I saw the Fifth Ward Chronicle poster on the wall over there on Lockwood and Lowndes.
Mhm.
And I was like, I say, oh shit, we got our own Run DMC. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all had the brim hats, the gold chains, the trench coats. Man, what was that like, man? No, first of all, let's talk about the upbringing, man. Third Ward.
I'm from down the street and around the corner, literally.
Okay.
I grew up in the Blodgett Street apartments. I'm third ward for real.
Oh, really?
Went to Lockhart Elementary. Went to Ryan Middle School. I'm a Jack Yates Lion.
Okay.
Like we was just talking about, I had my first apartment on Rosedale and Live Oak, between Live Oak and what's now Emancipation, when I was 14 years old. That was around the time I met James Smith. His name was Smith at the time.
Okay, that's right.
We had built up a reputation in the city for being formidable MCs. Battle rapping, it was a little different than what it is today. Today it's more of a spectacle, but back then it was about who really appreciated the craft.
Right on.
You know, who really appreciated the craft and who could. We used to. It was like, you know how dudes play the dozens and try to break you down with the dozens. We wanted to humiliate you.
I'm talking about make you almost want to fight, man.
Like for real, like.
Good damn.
Yeah. You know, I've been in some battles with some of the best out of the city.
Yeah.
You know, me, K Reno,
the Wisdom.
OG Style,
Rest
Eric,
in peace.
Big Mello, Raheem, Klondike Cat. All these dudes that ran up against Jukebox, and I play a lot of tunes, man.
What?
You know.
So is that where the name come from? Because you got so many styles.
No, I used to beatbox initially.
Okay.
I was a beatbox initially. The group was the Awesome Three in Jukebox.
Okay.
And I was a beatbox, and I beatboxed and rap, but the thing Jukebox came because I was a beatbox initially. I was used to beatbox.
Yeah. And that's one of the things I appreciate, man, about talking to OGs, man, like yourself, is because you actually participated in all the elements of hip hop, man. The breakdancing, probably, the graffiti, the beatboxing, everything. All of that, man. Yeah, so you know, this new generation may not be in touch with the DJing as much or the breakdancing as much, man, because nowadays it's pretty much all about the rhyming, the graffiti and stuff like that. Because I know cats still do the graffiti right now. To this day.
It's you know, people ask me how I feel about the state of hip hop. I get asked this question quite often. And you know, hip hop is it's like a garden.
Okay.
You know, you're not gonna like all the food in the garden, but you're gonna like something in the garden. And something in the garden is gonna contribute to the health and well-being of the culture. And so that's where hip hop is today. There is something in the garden for everybody. Everybody, for whatever taste, from Jelly Roll to Kendrick Lamar.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm saying? From Post Malone to J. Cole.
Yeah.
You know, from Drake to the Juggaloos, Insane Clown Posse. It's something in hip hop for everybody.
That's real. So you saying it's all under the umbrella, no matter if it's commercial, street.
It don't matter. It's
under
something
the
in the
umbrella.
garden. We gotta get out. We gotta get out of the move those self-inflicted wounds and stereotypes that we place on ourselves by thinking that this part ain't for me and that part ain't. No, it's a garden.
Yeah.
And if you go in the garden, my kids don't like broccoli, but they like tomatoes. It's something in the garden for everybody.
With a little salt and pepper on it, man.
It's something in the garden for everybody.
Man, do you remember the day that you and Jay made the connection?
I do. I remember it very well.
Take us back, man.
It was 1985, the fall of 1985. Shit. We had done the Ghetto Boy, the Awesome Three, the Hip Hop Vigilantes. We had did Texas Southern Homecoming.
Okay.
We had opened the show for the SOS Band and Climax.
All right, then.
Did the homecoming at Texas Southern, and there was a guy in the audience named Byron.
Okay.
Byron. And after the show, Byron came up to us and said, man, y'all rapping might be somebody who interested and invested in y'all. Now, we hear this a lot.
Yeah.
But he was very adamant about us meeting someone.
So this one sounded a little bit more real.
He was adamant about it. A couple of guys didn't believe it.
Okay.
And I was like, I got to go see what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Because he sold it to me. He sold it to me and another one of my partners, a lot of people not familiar with, named Rappin' Lee. So the first person I went to meet James with was Rappin' Lee.
Okay.
So Rappin' Lee and I and this dude Byron, he took us over there. We met James, and Lee never went back. But it was something about James's aura.
Okay.
Something about his pitch.
It was somebody you felt like it was somebody you can trust.
I walked
from
3rd Ward to 5th Ward a couple of times.
Okay.
I walked. I didn't have bus money.
Damn.
And so I walked. And he was like, what you doing out here? I was like, man, you talk like you want to make me an album. You talk, why you not in school? He was like, why you not in school? But I need to see if you're serious about making this album. And I said, well, if you go to school, I'll make the album. And so I went to school.
Right on.
I kept my end of the deal.
Yeah.
And he kept his end of the deal. He had I remember meeting him on the dead end in 5th Ward on Lila and Russell.
Okay, yeah, over there with my daddy
exactly,
from over there.
Down the street from Tuffley Park.
Yeah.
That's where I met him at. I met him. NC Trahan, may you rest in peace.
Right.
Anthony Price, Fat Daddy. Dewey.
OG Dewey.
D-Town was there. All of us were there. And I just took off from there, you know.
Wow, man. D-Town, you wanna add to the beginning part of this story, man?
Well,
OG D-Town.
OG D-Town.
Well, what I can say,
Yeah,
man, about the foundation, like I said, this was a vision, you know, it was homie vision, man, through Sir Rap a lot, through Delta. You know, Delta was my partner. I used to run with him. And, you know, like I say, he could rap. He had a big song in the city called Cocaine. He was doing a lot of battle rapping at the Rhinestone Wrangler.
Yes, indeed.
At the, not the Beans. On the south side. No, not the round. No.
Not Flashers.
No, not Flashes. I-45. Yeah, but anyway, we was, you know, doing shows, man. And people started hearing about it and stuff. And next thing you know, bro say he gonna start a group. So he went and got two little guys. I think one of them from 3rd Ward somewhere. I guess can't remember. Kind of vaguely one of them 3rd. He had got them and named them the Ghetto Boys, but they weren't doing right. You know, they weren't sincere about it. So then that's when K9 he came back with the group, but it was, you know, people wasn't taking it serious. Like he said, when somebody say that, you know, you ain't taking it serious. And then that's when Boxx and them came in. You know, when Boxx came in, I was a few years older than Boxx, but the other homies was a lot older than Boxx because I was a kid and Boxx was a kid. When Boxx came in, you know, he kind of related to me because we kind of on the same level. I wasn't in school. Okay. He was in school, but we know we could kind of relate to each other. And, you know, I can remember, you know, just like yesterday, you know, homie was dedicated to it. You know, he did what he had to do for us, you know, to prove himself that he wanted to rap. You know, that he wanted to rap. He proved himself so tough. He really recruited somebody else. Say, I want him to be with me. I want him to help me. And that other person was Raheem, the vigilante.
Raheem, the vigilante.
You know, man. He was another guy. I knew Raheem from being in the boys' home. I've been in and out of institutions since I was 12. So I had bumped heads with a lot of different guys throughout the city. So I was cool with Raheem when he brought, say, Oscar series. Yeah, he said Oscar series. I said Oscar series.
You would think he was Hispanic if you see that name.
No. I knew the name. Yeah. We was in Youth Village together. Yeah. In 84. So I'm like, I know that name. Yeah. And then I went thinking, no. And then when I seen him, we went, me and him, I think it's me, you, and Big Tracy maybe. We went to the, what that gas station was on Liberty Road.
The Mobile.
It's the Mobile now, but it was the Shamrock.
Okay.
He got off the bus at the Shamrock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jay told us, y'all go get him. So, like I said, I don't know who he is.
Yeah.
He on the back of the truck. You know, big partner, big Tracy, big fat boy. He on the back of the truck. I'm driving. We pull up there. When we pull up there, we see Raheem jump up. I said, "Hey, man." He said, "Hey." He said, "What's up?" And you know, from now on, we didn't have a problem in the boys' home together. We was cool. And I'm like, "Yeah, he was with that rapping stuff." You know, because that's what it was. You know, it really wasn't nothing serious, but he would always be one of rapping, and that's how we, man.
Raheem is one of the top 5 out of the city.
Yeah,
period.
I mean, was able to go at LL and everybody.
I remember when he went at LL.
Yeah,
I was there.
Yeah,
when he went at LL when LL disrespected us at Delmar Stadium. And Raheem called him out. Raheem was fearless MC.
Yeah.
He was the epitome of an MC.
Yeah.
It's like, I got these words and let's do it.
Dude is hella talented, man.
Raheem is somebody name a top 5 out of Houston and Raheem not in it, they just because they not aware of the history of the city.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It's
from the Vigilante to the Invincible album, all that. And that's funny, man. I don't mean to cut you off. That's funny because like I said, I got a lot of followers, man, from all over the country. And when you mention Ghetto Boys, the first members that come to their mind is Willie D, Bushwick, and Scarface.
And as it should.
Yeah.
Because they are the ones who solidified the legacy.
But I definitely like to make sure that they know the history, man. So
but that's why we're here.
So tell them who was the first lineup.
The first lineup was myself, K9, Sir Rap-A-Lot, and Raheem. Yeah.
No Ready Red, no Bushwick,
no Bushwick Bill, nothing. The first lineup on the first Car Freak single.
And Car Freaks was the first release single, ever under the name Ghetto Boys.
Under the name Ghetto Boys, Car Freaks was the first one.
Yeah.
So it was like I said, it was myself.
Yeah.
Sir Rap-A-Lot and Raheem. The second lineup was myself, Ready Red, and Prince Johnny C.
Out of Trenton, New Jersey.
Out of Trenton, both of them.
Yeah, for both of them.
Red,
shout out. I seen Ada in the comments. Shout out to Ada. You know what I'm saying?
Hey. And then the third lineup, I say the third lineup, but at this time, Bill wasn't doing anything but dancing.
Right.
Bill was a dancer.
Right.
When we put out Making Trouble in 1988, he was dancing.
That's right.
So he was just a dancer. Bill started rapping. We ain't gonna tell that part of the story.
Won't have to. Okay, let's go to the next question.
Okay, question?
So what was the conversation like as far as what y'all's look or what y'all's vibe was going to be? Did y'all have that conversation? Did y'all know what route y'all was taking when y'all first started the group?
We wanted to remain, as far as Raheem and I were concerned, we wanted to remain the hip-hop vigilantes.
Okay.
And so when James changed the name to the Ghetto Boys, this is why Raheem's first album is The Vigilante.
Okay.
Because he wanted to hold on to that vigilante.
Got you.
And so he named his album The Vigilante because we were the hip-hop vigilantes from Third Ward.
So that's where that comes from.
When we went to Fifth Ward, we became the Ghetto Boys. You know what I'm saying?
And another thing, real quick, I'm gonna let you get back to the story, but a lot of people really had got it confused, man, because of the Fifth Ward Chronicle. Thought everybody was from Fifth Ward.
No, we respected James,
right,
in his vision.
I saw that post that you made.
We respected that in his vision. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
And so he said, well, we got to say, we're gonna say we from Fifth Ward.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so really between Fifth Ward and Third Ward is just a boundary.
It's really the same.
It's the same thing.
That's true.
You know, the key thing is they found somebody that believed in you.
Exactly.
And to prove yourself, he told them to go to school.
Right.
He told them to go to school.
Yeah.
Something that he didn't want to do.
Yeah.
But he changed that. Yeah. Hey man, I'm gonna prove to you I really want this. So I'm gonna go to school.
I'm gonna go to school.
You know, hey Boxx, get up. Time for you to go to school.
Yeah.
You know, come on, get up. Oh man, get up and go to school. He developed him some friends in the neighborhood and they walked the weekly. They walk the weed. They be
No
walking and
shit.
rapping.
Yeah.
Damn.
My big fat homeboy, Big Tracy, he's supposed to be the human beat bopper.
Yeah.
He will be rapping and beat bopping. You know, they would every day. There was, you know, he had developed a whole nother crew that loved him.
Yeah.
He had some flexing. There was some flexing going on there weekly.
I bet
for a
it
while.
was. I bet it
'Cause
was.
we
man.
almost had to come up there, you know. But
Yeah.
it's like, you know, he started adapting and everybody started liking him, accepting him because, like, he third ward. But hey, man, he got in with the right.
It was just the people I was with.
Uh-huh.
You know, the people I was with in Fifth Ward are legend.
Yeah.
That's just the best way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? James, Fat Daddy, NC, Dewey, Snag, Anthony Ray, these people are legend.
Yeah.
Not just in Texas.
Yeah.
You know, not just in Texas.
That's real.
These people are legend. And so I just got in with the right crew. You know what I'm saying? And they sheltered me and protected me. You know what I'm saying? And nurtured me.
Did you like proactively take a certain role or like how did the structure come together about who was going?
Well, we all know the story that it was some hustling going on.
Yeah.
We all know the story, right?
Okay.
So it's not that I'm saying anything that I shouldn't say. But we all know we was hustling. Yeah. And so I had to prove myself hustling.
So I looked at you like the leader of the group back then, because I knew Red was the DJ,
right.
Bill was the dancer, and the two rappers, you and Johnny C. But you was taller, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, that's the leader right there. You know what I'm saying? It's just this thing where whether you like it or not, you always kind of pick a leader of a group and everything, man. So was that something that you had chose to do? Or
I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I embraced that role as being the leader, or being in the forefront. And I may not have been the best MC.
I got you.
When you talk about people like Prince Johnny C, and you talk about Raheem, and especially when you start talking about when the Ghetto Boys started evolving, and you start talking about Big Mike and Brad.
Oh yeah,
you're talking about another level of MCing.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So you got to honor all these guys.
But Boxx, you know what I like to say? You know, if you sit back and look, you was a kid.
I was.
But you was a leader.
Child. I was.
You was a leader. You had guys to follow you, not in a negative manner.
Yeah.
But you had guys to follow you and believed in what you believed in.
Exactly.
And they say, man, I'm going with you. I'm rocking with you.
Just to segue off of that, just to bounce off of that, you know, when you think about OG Style and I know how to play them out, they went to Yates.
Okay.
You know, when with Big Mello, Curtis used to come and battle us at Yates and battle us at Texas Southern. We used to hang out at the student center and we would battle all of the fraternity guys who thought they could rap. We would leave Yates and go to TSU and battle everybody. We had shirts on that said Kappa Rapper Kappa because they had a fraternity. They had a fraternity. They had a fraternity. And so we was like, okay, we're gonna be a fraternity of dope MCs.
Yeah.
And so all of us had shirts on that said red and white shirts that said Kappa Rapper Kappa, and we would just whoever wants some, you can get it.
Damn.
Whoever wants some, you can get it.
So, well, man, the battle scene was like heavy back.
That's
what everybody been talking about. Like everybody been Murder One, K Reno, everybody talking about the battle. Hey, y'all would go from school to school battling each other.
We started that. Me.
Matter of fact, I heard you and Johnny C went after K Reno.
No, me and Raheem went after.
Yo, you and Raheem went after K Reno. He told that story here.
He know what it is.
Yeah. Reno, if you're out there.
Are you listening?
Come on, Reno, man.
That's my no. I'm a big fan of him.
Wow.
I'm a big fan of him. I consider him a friend of mine.
Yeah.
And he is a fierce
to this day
custodian of the craft.
Man, to this day.
He is a fierce custodian of the craft. He's a wordsmith. He honors the craft. You know, it's a lot of rappers out there now. It's a few MCs.
That's right, and it's a difference.
Big K Reno MC.
Big deal. I got my boy Eddie Lowe up in here. He know the difference between the MC and the rapper.
K Reno MC.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of rappers out there. They just in it for maybe the money. Some of them may love the attention, but it's a few guys out there who really love the craft. You know, you got Black Thought.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
You got Kendrick.
Yeah.
You know, J. Cole.
Raz Cass.
Exactly. You got a lot of people.
Yeah.
As far as and that, like back to the top 5 in Houston, if K-Ray number 1 or 2, you really don't know what you're talking about.
You better believe it.
Because I believe that just by default, Brad is number 1.
Come on, man. Somebody better preach.
And so, you know, if I just had to top 10 out of the city, right?
That's interesting. Give me that.
I'm gonna say Brad.
Okay.
K Reno.
Definitely.
Myself. Just believe it or not.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Put myself, that in there. Yeah.
Raheem. Slim Thug.
Love
Zero. Love Kiki. Sauce Walker. Maxo Cream. And Toby from the SWAT.
I love Toby, man. Shout out Toby in Weekday, man.
When I did that, like the first 5, they was in order. The last 5, they wasn't in order.
It can be however you want. Yeah, I like that.
When you look at somebody like Toby from the SWAT, just to get off the subject for a second, he has transcended the culture.
Yeah.
Slim Thug has transcended the culture. They carrying the culture in other ways. Bun B, he not from Houston. I couldn't say him. He's from Port Arthur.
Right on.
But he carrying the culture.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? They took hip hop to places that none of us ever would have envisioned. You feel me?
Check out this comment I just seen. Say Boxx needs to come back on the show with K Reno.
Yeah, I did his podcast when he was at 90.9. I did it.
Yeah.
And we had talked about doing some music, and then I got in trouble. I ain't been home but like 67 days.
Okay, and that's a good look that you blessed us. You know, on your come home journey.
No disrespect to her husband. That's my girl, great friend of mine. I mean that in the most respectful way. With my wife sitting next to her.
I hear you.
One of my best childhood friends. I told her I would do this podcast as a favor for her.
And I appreciate it. Big Mike said the same thing too. Yeah. Big Mike say, Brandon, that's my homegirl. Yeah. On 2 different occasions. Yeah. He said, you the one that told me you know Brandon. I'm like, yeah, that was me, fam. That was me. He saw me at a whole nother club. He said, you the one said you know Brandon. I'm like, yeah, man. Let's go back a little bit, man. Okay. You remember some of them first studio sessions, man?
I do. We knew it had gotten serious because the studio initially was in the living room.
Okay.
On Lala. In the trap.
Okay.
Honestly.
Okay.
We all left one night and went to the club and came back and somebody had stole all the equipment.
Damn.
Yeah. Somebody had stole all the equipment out the trap.
And what's this mid 80s?
No, 86.
86? Okay.
Yeah, mid 80s.
10 years old.
Somebody stole all the equipment out and so
Speakers,
James was like,
turntables, microphone.
They stole everything. Say we gonna move.
Damn.
And so we moved from Lala to the car lot on Shepherd.
Okay.
He owned Smith Auto Sales.
Right on.
So at the top of Smith Auto Sales was the studio.
Okay, then.
So not only was it the studio, we moved in up. Me and Red lived up there. You know what I'm saying? We lived on top of Smith Auto Sales.
Come on.
And so as far as when we were initially making trouble, during making trouble, we didn't have the creative liberty that they had. It's like the album was being micromanaged.
I can understand that.
You know what I'm saying?
It was one of the first ones too.
Exactly.
Was it before?
The first full length album was Making Trouble.
Because Raheem was on A&M.
Yeah, Raheem was on A&M.
Yeah.
And so the first full length album, Raheem dropped the Vigilante on A&M.
Right.
And so the first full length album put out by Rapid Out Records,
Making Trouble.
Independently, Making Trouble.
88.
Yeah, exactly. And so
my favorite year of hip hop.
When we put out Making Trouble, it's like the creativity was micromanaged. Red it was 100%. I think I want to say Red produced every track on the album, and it was just, I'm proud of it because it was groundbreaking. It's legendary, but I don't believe I was at my creative best because it was being micromanaged.
I can dig that.
You know what I'm saying?
Is that something?
So when you hear the sound that came, like it's like we have an unreleased album.
Okay, a Ghetto Boy unreleased.
Ghetto Boys called Ghetto Boys just made a jump into hype. This is where Mind of a Lunatic was gonna be on this album.
Okay.
Initially, I wrote the first 2 verses of Mind of a Lunatic to be on the Just Made a Jump in the Hype album. Red, and Johnny C had just made a Jump in the Hype album, and James came in and say, "Hey, I want to do something different. Y'all need to do something more in the line of Assassin.
Okay.
And so, Assassin is when I walked through Fifth Ward, I saw this man. He was kind, but he was blind.
Snatched the jury and ran.
And so I sat down and I was like, I wrote the first 2 verses of Mind of a Lunatic in like 20 minutes.
I said, was that I said Alone in the Four Corner? How did that first one start off?
Mind of a Lunatic.
19. No, that's
how it started off. I can't even remember how it started.
1966.
No, that's Willie. That's Willie's.
Verse,
and then it was I can't even remember.
We gonna have to. We definitely playing that Friday
looking
though.
Through her window. Now my body is warm. She's naked. And I'm a peeping Tom. That's we ain't got to talk.
Okay,
about
wow.
Yeah, we ain't got to talk about
okay,
that. I'm 15 years old, 15, 16 years old. Forgive me for that,
And that's cool. That's cool. That's cool,
Just going through the the elevation.
Yeah.
One thing I always respected, man, about how y'all did y'all thing over there at Rap A Lot is that songs were being put out again with different rappers on it. Like Mind of a Lunatic had a different lineup. Do it like a Geo had a different lineup.
When you listen to the original Do It Like a Geo on Willie D's Controversy,
the
same time Willie
Boxx,
D was
tell them motherfucker what's up.
So that's me.
The
clip you put on,
yes,
that's me.
And I did that intentionally.
And so the same time Willie D making his Controversy album, we in the same studio, BPM studio, Doug King living room, making Just Made a Jump in the Height. Willie D would be recording sometime, and then we would be recording other times. Ready Red producing everything.
Come on, man.
Yeah, we would be recording.
Rest in peace, Red.
Yeah, Red is when Red is up there with DJ Screw, bro.
Shout out to Red, man.
Red is up there with DJ Screw, bro. When it comes to shaping the dynamics of the sound in Houston, Texas.
Yeah,
creativity.
Yeah, Red is up there. DJ Screw is a legend because he changed the sound in a way that nobody thought it could be changed. But when you talk about that legendary gumbo funk, go back and listen to some of that early stuff, bro. Red deserve all the credit in the world.
Facts.
Red deserve all the credit in the world.
And that's why I love Ada, man, because Ada is like,
she ain't gonna let it die. She ain't gonna let you forget.
Man, Ada's the closest thing
she
to Red.
Exactly.
So to have them conversations with her, like she when she came into town, she and shout out to DJ Vicious Lee.
Shout out to Lee.
He was like, she was like, you can come over here to Lee House.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
she
no
told me
shit.
You pulled up.
I pulled up over there. We rapped. Man, look, Ada
Yeah.
is the dopest, man.
But that's how you supposed
really
to
love
like the people you love. When they done made contributions, they need caretakers of their legacy.
Right on.
And she is the caretaker of Red's legacy. She's not gonna let nobody. She's not gonna let the world forget about what her brother did for Southern hip hop.
Yeah, and she put me on to so much Trenton music too, man. Right. You know, somebody shout out to Poor Righteous Teachers as well.
Shout out to Poor Righteous Teachers.
Speaking of legendary, man, did y'all realize y'all was doing some legendary shit?
In the moment, you never realize.
You never realize, yeah.
In the moment,
yeah.
You know, I remember when I took my album to Yates.
Okay.
The first time, I didn't know how impactful that was.
Yeah.
You know, I grew up on these streets right around here.
Right around.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I didn't know how impactful that was to walk in with that single car free. But they was accustomed to seeing me rap in the hallways, by the snack machine, out in front of the cafeteria. They didn't, and then when I walk in one day with an album, I'm no longer the ugly big head boy from Blocky.
We made it now.
You know, I'm that nigga.
Yeah. Nigga, we made it. Nigga, we made it, man.
Hey, you figured out now.
And then think about
I done went from wearing hand-me-down chucks
to truth.
Feel it down to
the
socks.
Come on, man.
Yeah, feel it like feel it down to the socks.
I love this shit.
We didn't really get on the truth.
Okay.
We was on feeling.
We was on
okay.
Feeling. Because it's not that we didn't have them.
We like LL. Yeah. We didn't like LL at the time,
no,
right?
It really wasn't that. But
I'm just trying to figure it out.
But the feeling was more prestigious.
Okay.
True.
Yeah.
You know, feeler stores in Galleria. And if you went up in that Galleria back in them 80s getting it, hey man, them was the first tennis was $100.
Ooh,
they was $100, $109.
Those the first dope man.
Yeah. They been on, you know.
was it any like internal things that was going on, man, that that the public may not know about, man? It don't have to be nothing too crazy, but just
internal, like
just as far as
you talking about back in the 80s?
Yeah, as far as being able to put the whole project together and everything, man.
You have to understand that, and this is just me telling the truth. We used to James would feed us, right?
Okay.
But you couldn't get fed until you did a song.
What? We talking about food. You got to go do your verse before you can get.
Yeah, you got the
food.
Yeah, before you can eat. You need to make sure you know. Y'all about to go on tour. You need to make sure you know where you're supposed to be on stage. You need to make sure you know this. Because you don't eat. You eat. James was he was a manager.
So let me get this right. So the man say, we're not gonna make an album unless you go to school.
Yeah.
So education first.
Education first.
All right.
Then
you don't eat unless you rap.
Yeah,
unless you do your part. So he taught you education first.
Yeah, hard work and dedication.
And if you don't work, you don't eat.
If you don't work, you don't eat.
Come on, man. Exactly. Shout out to Jay, man.
Shout out to Jay, man.
But yeah, did y'all run into any stumbling blocks when it came to putting the album together in its entirety? And if so, how did y'all overcome it?
From the artist position, we didn't encounter any stumbling blocks. Okay. I can't speak on what James and Cliff,
but in the offices maybe
encountered.
Yeah, I can dig.
But they put us in every position to be successful. Like, you familiar with Jack the Rapper?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we did Jack the Rapper. We did Jack the Rapper a couple of times. When we met Michael Harris, we got on tour with the Fat Boys and Too Short and MC Hammer. This is before MC Hammer blew up.
So this was before Let's Get It Started.
Yeah. I remember being on tour with the Fat Boys and MC Hammer going on stage before us.
Wow. So that means, this was in his early days.
This wasn't the Coliseum. This was the Convention Center.
Okay.
In Oakland.
Early days. He opening up for y'all.
Exactly. MC Hammer went on stage before us. It was us. It was MC Hammer, us, then Too Short, and then the Fat Boys and whoever else. But it was easy when it's a lot of doors now to get in, right? It wasn't as convenient as it is now. Back then, you had to know people and you had to put the work in. And I'm not saying that the young guys today not putting the work in. You still have to put the work in. You still have to find your place. You still have to find your niche. You know what I'm saying?
That's
and you still have to work hard and respect the craft and don't take the fans for granted.
That's right.
Nowadays, you got a lot of different platforms, that's more easier to get exposed to. You can make one post and go viral with a song, and 3-4 million people see it in one day,
right.
To going back to going to this club, going to that club,
They do a lot of footwork back then.
Right. It's a lot easier now.
Yeah,
man. It's a lot easier.
When the Ghetto Boys is discussed nowadays, and they talk about the faces and Willie D's and everything, man. Do you ever feel like you want y'all story told more?
I want my story told, yes, but not at the expense of their story.
Yeah, not to
diminish,
but as far as like
dismissive of anything that they've done.
Yeah,
you understand?
Just wanting people to know the whole origin.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but I have a place in this story.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the reasons why I can appreciate coming up here, because it's a lot more to this. It's a lot more than this. People want to know, well, why you ain't there.
Yeah.
So another day we can talk about that.
And
why you ain't there?
Lab Text is gonna be at least we 2 or 3 more episodes of this, huh?
It might be 5 or 6.
It's time to set the record straight.
Yeah, man.
Y'all everything from my first name to my last.
It's just when it comes to your life and your story and your legacy, you have to control the narrative.
Nobody else can.
You have to control the narrative. You have to take responsibility for the way people see you. They have to hear it from your mouth. And so this is what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Has there been any how can I put this, man? Any misconceptions that should be straightened about the whole legacy of the Ghetto Boys, man, and
Be more specific when you say misconception.
Yeah, so a lot of people don't know about the New York trips and everything when, let's say, Willie D and everybody was booed and everything when they I heard it was the Mind of a Lunatic song that the people in the crowd had a problem with. I heard they threw bottles and cans and stuff like that too. And that part of that was your writing and everything. That was this misconception that it was psycho rap or stuff like that, man. It was gory.
It was beginning of what they call now horrorcore.
Horrorcore.
It was the beginning of, along with Assassins, Mind of a Lunatic opened the door for, people like the Juggaloos and Gangsta Nip and the Chuckies, and things of that nature. It's not something. It's art. It's art. It's just a part of the craft. Like I said, hip hop is a garden.
Yeah.
And it's something in the garden for everybody.
It's something for everybody. Yeah.
For everybody.
So did y'all find? Because I know that was with that lineup when they came along. Did y'all have any problems with that?
I can't think of any time that we had any problems
with the content
of that nature.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, of that nature, because our song, people really like Assassins. That was about the most violent song we had. And so when you listen to that first Making Trouble album, it's really not a lot of cursing on the album.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so we didn't have those issues. And we wouldn't have had those issues with the unreleased album. Okay. It just made a jump in hype. I want to say they put a single out on a compilation. I want to say they put the Must Be the Music out.
Okay.
On a compilation with some more songs. I believe I saw that somewhere.
Was Ready Red the first one to sample the movie Scarface?
Yes.
Come on, man.
Without a doubt.
So all that "Say Hello to My Little Friend" that all these cats is using now?
All that come from DJ Ready Red.
Come on, man.
All that come from, Red did that on North Shepherd. Red did that on North Shepherd. Upstairs, late at night, him and Bushwick Bill up there, Bushwick smoking.
Yeah.
High as hell, watching Scarface, and Red said, "Hey, let me sample that."
Yeah.
And he said, don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
Went on from there. I can tell you, I came in the room, in his room, I opened the door and I said something, he pushed it, "Don't fuck with me." We all laughed about it.
Yeah.
We all laughed.
He had it queued up.
We all, me, him, and Bushwick, we laughed about it.
What history has created.
Yeah.
Let's talk about a song, man, that people talk about all over the world, man, and the song don't even have no lyrics to it. Balls of My Word.
That's where it come from.
Yeah, man.
That's where it come from.
What did you think when you heard that?
We wanted to rap over Balls of My Word.
And there was a crazy 808s up in there too.
Beautiful 808s, man.
Woo!
And Red was like, nah, and James, when he pitched it to James, just let it be an instrumental.
Yeah.
And James was like, okay, just let it be instrumental. And Balls of My Word is classic. I'm surprised one of these youngsters ain't took it and ran with it and did something with it.
You know.
So and when we look at but it's money. And even when you look at what's this dude's name? The guy out of Dallas. I'm the biggest, the largest.
Oh, Big X the Plug.
Big X the Plug. That song, I'm the biggest, the largest. We used the sample, that war sample, Slipping in the Darkness.
That's right.
On the song, You Gotta Be Down. Yeah. From Brooklyn, New York. I'm down with Brother Radi.
Yeah. I remember that.
The Truth. I'm down with Wadu Ski.
I'm
down with Jay from Houston, and I think you should know that when I'm down in LA, I'm down with Harry Hill. Yeah, we knew Michael Harris way
before the Death Row days.
Check my Facebook.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
See, this is why I love doing this shit, man.
Check my Facebook.
This is exactly why I love doing this. All right, so
shout out to Big Mike, man.
Yeah, big shout out to Big Mike.
Shout out to Big Mike, man.
Big shout out. In your opinion, how you think H-Town or the Southern sound, how do you think that evolved between then and now?
I think especially with the screw music, I don't believe it's anything that we can get away from. It's embedded, it's engrafted in the culture. This Southern sound is engrafted in the culture. When you look at UGK, when you look at Ghetto Boys, when you look at Slim Thug, when you look at Zero, when you look at Powwow, when you look at Chameleon, when you look at what all these youngsters are doing right now, when you look at the guys out of Dallas who are beginning to make noise and make waves, all these things are Southern sounds. You can't get away from us. We are engrafted in the culture.
New Dallas.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and it started right here. You know, it started right 3551 Blodgett Street, 3rd Ward, for real. You know, Lila and Russell, for real. You know.
Okay, so pardon me. I remember, because you know, on my page I post a lot of old clips from old music videos. I posted a clip from "You Ain't Nothing."
Okay, we can talk about that.
My comments went crazy. Oh, they was trying to be like Run DMC.
And we were. Listen to me. I don't know anyone who understands the value of emulating greatness.
Okay.
Of emulating somebody great. You follow the footsteps of the great ones who came before you. The great ones who came before us was Run DMC.
Yeah.
It was Houdini. It was LL Cool J. I wanted to be these people.
I know that's
fans. And on this, so all the people who are mocking and belittling and saying things, my question to them is, what were you doing at 15? Because I was knocking down doors.
Come on, man.
What were you doing at 15? What were you doing at 15 years old? Because at 15 years old, I was establishing a legacy.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be, I'm the king of rock. There is none higher. Sucker MCs should call me Sire. You get me?
Come on. That's why I love this shit.
You hear me?
Brady,
it's like what?
Thank you for hooking this up. Thank you.
What
for making this shit happen.
At 15 years old, I wasn't in my mama's house.
Man,
at 15 years old, I was rubbing shoulders and shaking hands with some of the most powerful people in music today.
You remember your first time taking a trip?
I do.
Doing this shit?
I do.
Where you went?
The first time we took a trip together was to Jack the Rapper.
And that was the Atlanta or Miami?
Atlanta.
Okay. What was that in Vegas? The Magic Show?
Mellow Yellow. We had James brought out the Mellow Yellow luncheon, and everybody was there. Russell from Def Jam.
Russell Simmons.
Russell Simmons was there. I'm talking about everybody was there.
You remember some of the people you met? Like who did you meet for the first time and you was just like
Janet Jackson?
Get the fuck out of here, man.
I met Janet Jackson. Hey, don't walk away, Jazz. She might have wanted your spot, but you got it.
Janet Jackson, man.
I remember meeting Janet Jackson. I remember meeting Heavy D and the boys. We met a lot of people.
Heavy D.
Met a lot of people. Public Enemy, NWA. We met a lot of people, man. Back then, it was just the world was. Social media has made the world so much smaller, and so the appreciation for familiarity is diminished. You understand? People are very comfortable with being in your space.
You feel like these artists out here, you feel like they got it easier now, or do they have it a little bit harder because y'all actually learned lessons and shit back then, man? Nowadays, I
don't believe they have to be hungrier than we were because the playing field is more crowded.
Yeah, and it's like the freedom to put your own shit out nowadays.
When you look at the young brothers who trying to make it to the leagues, like the Major League Baseball, the NFL, and NBA, any professional league, that's where hip hop is.
Yeah,
everybody know how to rap in high school. Well, when you get out of high school and your friends ain't clapping for you, and somebody listening with a biased ear, your mama gonna tell you all the time, "Baby, you sound good."
Oh, that's gonna be your first cheerleader.
Your mama gonna tell you, "Ooh, baby, you gonna be a superstar."
Yeah.
Gonna tell you,
you walk in somewhere else and they gonna tell you, "Man, go on somewhere." Go on. That trend ended last week and lasted for 3 days. We waiting on the next trend. We're waiting on the next thing.
Yo, man, that is
the hungriest dog gonna get fed.
That is just crazy. Who taught you about 16 bars and all that shit, man? Because I hear a lot of rappers saying they didn't know how to count bars. I learned
all that from Run DMC, LL Cool J, the Fat Boys. I would sit down and listen, and I would sit down and listen. Okay, well, everybody rapping 16 bars. Everybody rapping 32. So all of them was 16 to 32. And then Red came and it was rap to this. And metronome. Every four beats is a bar.
Come on, man.
I just taught a lesson. My Cash App is Original Ghetto Boy. Y'all send me that $15.99. Send me that to Original Ghetto Boy. I got y'all.
Man.
Don't worry.
See, this is what I'm talking about right here, man.
Yeah.
And that's how I know we're gonna have at least about three, 4 more of these episodes, man. Because it's too much, man. It's too much in your tenure.
Once we unpack it,
yeah.
Once we unpack it, man, and it'll make people appreciate it more.
Yeah.
Be grateful for it. Because man, say we should have been what Atlanta is now.
Yeah.
The way the artists up there support one another and this and that and this and that. If in Houston we'll stop punching at one another and hug one another a little more.
I see it coming together a little bit more nowadays, man.
It's coming together.
Yeah.
I see people like Slim Thug and Zero them and Kiki and them. They're in the front of that.
Everybody
making sure. You know what I'm saying? You look at people like Bun B. They all getting together and bringing the culture together. They getting together and bringing the culture together. You know what I'm saying? And so we need to get together and bring the culture together because we at the front of this thing, man. We at the front of this thing.
Even with the new guys, man. Like, and I know the Plex.
Somebody bring me out of retirement, man.
That Plex been over a long time, man.
but you know what? Let me say that.
Go ahead.
We had a big influence on Zero.
Okay.
On being able to adapt to accept with everybody and deal with everybody.
Okay.
You know, we went out on the road and did
show. I was Zero road manager.
Yeah, we did show. Yeah. When I came home,
I remember being at Mike Dean house. You know Mike Dean?
Of course.
Yeah.
I remember being at Mike Dean house
with the spongy ass hair
while they was putting together the life of Joseph McVeigh.
Come on, man.
I remember being at Mike Dean house when he mixed and mastered Kanye West High School Dropout.
Yeah.
We're gonna end the podcast on that note right there.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you for having us.
I like that.
We have a lot more to talk about.
We got a lot more to talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, man, look. Once again, man, it's your Kinfolk DMR, man. Y'all know what we do here. We celebrate classic hip-hop albums, legendary MCs, DJs, producers, etc., in the Cashmere Sweater. I like to thank OG D-Town and Sire Jukebox for putting up.
Sire Jukebox with a capital S.
For part one.
Yeah, part one.
For part one, man, we're going to get into it. Don't forget, man, follow us on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, YouTube. Make sure you check out the Back to the Lab show on Bangin' 832, Fridays, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Let's get it, y'all. Hey, we'll see y'all next Monday, man. Y'all know it's all love. Peace and blessings, y'all. One.
My Facebook